Hey, this is ADV Tress, and I just got back from overnight camping trip up in Shelter Cove, California. So I left from the South Bay Friday morning, got up to Shelter Cove in the afternoon, camped out, and then was thinking about spending another night and just did the ride back home. But I thought what might be cool is to kind of take a look at the kit that I take with me when I go motorcycle camping. And along the same lines, it's a lot like the kit I take when I go car camping in Alice. And I'll probably do another short little video to show you that setup. But this is pretty much what you're seeing are the two cases that I attach on the GS. I also have the top case. And in the top case, I primarily have my tool bag and like my wallet and bottle of water and maybe some snacks or something. So the top case is really just for stuff that I need, to get in and out of. So these are the two cases that I take, and I've really tried to pare it down. A nice thing about these cases is you can attach the Kriega bags to them. So if you're going on a much longer trip and you need extra storage, you can attach the Kriega bags on top of these, which is really simple to do, and it gives you, 20, 40 liters more storage for things that you aren't worried about if somebody steals them or destroys them while you're off sightseeing. So with the two cases, I do keep some gear on top, and I'll talk a little bit about the gear because I've used this on several trips, and I've also got a new piece of gear right here. But I've used these on several trips now, and I can't speak more highly about them. So let's get into it. And really, the only difference between the gear that I have on the bike now for like a 1 to 2 day, maybe even a 3-day trip, is it's just the amount of food I take, because I use a lot of the what I'll call the freeze-dried food. And if you saw my other videos, you see I'm a big fan of this. I cook a lot at home, so not having to cook and do dishes is enjoyable for me. And Backpackers Pantry and Mountain House make some really good meals. So for me, if I go for a longer trip, I just pack more of those, and then I need a extra case, like one of the Kriega bags, or even a duffel bag would work to put the extra packets in. So on the top of the cases, I have these rock straps, and these are, I think they're for bicycles, but they work really good to secure light gear. And you can see I have them on these cases. I have the strap connectors, so I connect the these little rock straps to them. And I've been on rough roads, highway speeds, and had no problems with these keeping the gear secure. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have. So we'll just undo the rock straps. And one of the first pieces of gear I want to highlight that I take with me is these, I don't know how to say it, but they're Grail water purification containers. And I've used this now several times, and I've got to say I'm really impressed. It's got a filter in the bottom part, and you take this whole assembly out, this top assembly, it slides out, fill it up with water, and I've done mostly creek water and one lake, and then you press the filter housing back in, and it purifies the water. And this was awesome, and this actually worked out really good on a 4x4 trip we had taken. I had left my big water container, you can kind of see it tucked somewhere in the corner over here, at camp, and it was pretty hot, and this turned out to be a really good device. Plus, if you're camping somewhere and they've got potable water but you're not sure about it, and you just want something to drink, these work really good. The other thing I have is one of these, and again, I'm gonna butcher the naming on this, and I apologize. I guess I haven't watched enough videos on this stuff, but this is a Halonox outdoor equipment table. Super light, packs down really small, and it's a low table, probably about the height of these boxes, and really good when you're outside your tent, or you're hanging around your tent cooking your meal, or trying to organize your gear. Super sturdy, plenty of table space, really good thing to have. And then on this, I have my climate chair, and I've used this chair several times now. It's low to the ground, so you know, just know that, but it has plenty of back support. Again, you can see how small it packs down. Really good design, very comfortable for camping. So this is a good thing to have. And then I took my other shoes off, but I've got a pair of Keen kind of all-terrain sandals that I keep on my top boxes. So, but this was for reference, my pink Crocs. All right, so that's the top boxes. And then you can see these handles. These, I love them. I don't remember where I got them from. Maybe you can get them from Touratech. Oh yeah, it says Touratech right here. But they make a big difference in just moving these boxes around. And then you can see they attach on to these attach points, and that's where I have the rock straps attached as well. So it works out really nice when you're moving these boxes around to have these. And the handles are super comfortable. I don't know how much these boxes weigh. I want to say fully packed as they are now, they're probably a good 50 pounds, maybe 35 pounds each. The other reason I have the chair and the table also on the top boxes, besides, I mean, I have a smaller chair that actually fits in my top box, not the side cases. But that climate chair is so much more comfortable with the back support because it's got the tall back on it. I'll put a link in the description of the video. But I do long mile days. I think up to Shelter Cove from where I'm at, somewhere near 400 miles. And then coming back home, because I took the coast route, I probably added, I don't know, 50 miles to that route. Well, anyway, it felt like it. So it's nice to be able to pull over, stop, set up your chair, you know, make yourself a cup of tea. And for me, just stretch my back and sit in a comfortable position. So it's nice to be able to pull them right off of the top boxes. All right, so I went ahead and opened up the boxes so you can see, and this is pretty much as packed from when I left camp, so it may be a little messy as we pull stuff out. But what I try to put in the right box is like the stuff I need for camping, and then the left box is like my clothes and other things. And basically what you're looking at here is this bag right here, and these are actually really good bags. This is a Patagonia bag, and pretty much in here, I'm not gonna go through it, but inside this bag is like little bits and bobs. So, and by the way, these lights are really good. This is a Gold Zero little solar camp light. I put it on my bike, or I put it on my camp at night so I can kind of see it. And then here in here I'll have, you know, like my coffee filter, some coffee, some other necessities. And then in the other side, I keep my camp towel, and then this little rechargeable headlight. BioLite makes this, and this so far is proved it's held up pretty well, and it's pretty useful because it's rechargeable off the USB or the little solar panels. So this is like little bits and bobs for camp using that Patagonia bag. And then in here, I don't know about you, maybe if you're a young person, you know, sleeping on the ground isn't such a big deal. I'm older, probably, you know, I'm not even gonna say probably, I'm not in the best of shape, overweight, you know, I have a desk job. So it's really important to me to get a good night's sleep. So I carry 2 sleeping pads, and I'll probably do a video because I've bought a lot of pads on sleeping pads and which ones I like and why I don't like other ones. But this is the Nemo. It has a foot pump in it to self-inflate. It's insulated, really, really comfortable. So I keep that one in here. This is a ground tarp for the tent. I have an extra sleeping bag, and we got this down in Big Sur by Pfeiffer. It's a Microtech sleeping bag. I don't know, it's just extra. If you get too cold, it's nice to have this to put inside your bag. So it kind of gives you 2 insulation layers. So I carry this one, and it packs down pretty small. And then this is the Climate Lux Sleeping Pad. And I could probably get away with just taking this instead of being, you know, Princess and the Pea with 2 pads. And you can see it packs down pretty small. This is also insulated. And for a bigger person or a bigger gal like myself, this is wide, so there's plenty of comfortable sleeping space. Then I have my Patagonia, again, I guess I like Patagonia, bag. And in here is kind of all my first aid stuff. So I've got, you know, mosquitoes love me, so I keep my mosquito spray. I've got the, you know, funny little REI toilet rolls, Band-Aids, and just in case, you know, bad person deterrent that I can put on my wrist when I sleep at night. This is a little fly net, just all little things like that. So I have all that stuff with me, extra flash, lighter, that kind of stuff. All right, and as we dig down, it's like going for Christmas. This is the tent I use, and again, you can see it packs down pretty small, like 2 hands and a hand. And this is the Flashlight 2 tent. You'll see it in some of my videos. I've had this tent now, I want to say 5 years, 6 years, maybe even more than that. I don't know. I don't want to admit how long I've had this tent. It's held up really well. I haven't had any problems with it. It's gonna get a bath today. It's super hot. So I'm gonna wash it out with some Tech Wash. And everything's in here. The ground cloth is in here, and the stakes. Oh, sorry, I take that back. The stakes aren't in there. I'll show you that. Now, today I'm also gonna do another video. I've got, I know you guys are gonna laugh. Anyway, whatever. You know, this is a look behind the scenes. So this is a Nemo camp pillow. Again, pretty packs down pretty small. And then this is my favorite pillow, the Sea to Summit Eris pillow. Again, packs down really small, super comfortable, this one. And then this one I tried out, you'll see it in the video, this Trekology Aloof pillow. So I was trying that one on this trip. And then last but not least in this box is the tent and stakes. That's why I said they weren't in that bag. They're separate, but you can see they fit perfectly in the top box. So I know they didn't design it for that, but I was super happy that that happened. So, and then in here, this is my sleeping bag, and I recommend just pay good money, get yourself a good sleeping bag. I don't know how much I paid for this one, but it was a lot because I remember the pain of recovery after buying it. And then I'll open this up in a minute and show you what kind of bag that is. And then this is my clothes. This includes a down jacket, extra set of clothes, swim trunks, all of that. So this is pretty much the amount of clothes that I'd take probably for up to a 4-day trip is kind of what's in here. And then in this, you know, kind of untidily packed bag, and you know, again, this is personal preference. I just take extra stakes in case I break one, and then I got this little hammer to hammer in my tent stakes. I was just keeping a rock in there, but I got one when I go car camping, so I just chucked it in there. There was plenty of room. And then as far as I'm concerned, if you're, and maybe I can show you inside of this. This is my camp stove setup, and I've had this is going on 10 years. And in here, and this is really all I take. So in here, I kind of customized it, and you can do that too. I've got one of these little flip cups the measuring cup, and then inside here, and I think this is on one of my other videos as well, is my little stove, and then you can see inside of there is the gas canister. So everything really, this cup's kind of cool. It's about the limit of the fiddling around with stuff I want to do, but you know, just to get a glass of water, or for me, you'll see why I have this cup in here. So that's pretty much my camp setup, and this is really all I need. You can see the cup fits in the bottom. All of this stuff fits inside of there. Lid fits on top of it, and then it all goes in the case. And it's a nice, I haven't had a need to use anything else when I go camping. The other, you know, again, female, so I've got like my face wash, toothbrush. I probably need to repack this. This is probably a little bit too much, but you know, all my you know, makeup, lipstick, face cream, hairbrush, everything's in there. So that's that. And then the last bit, this bottle, and I could probably get a smaller bottle for this. This holds my gin, and then in here, because I'm a gin and tonic kind of gal, is my tonic water. So at night I can have a little relaxing cocktail before I hit the sheets. And then at the very bottom is, of course, you know, my go-to stuff, which is the freeze-dried meals. And then the last bit of kit that I just got that I'm totally in love with, and I'll put a link to this in the video as well. And I don't know, for those of you that use a gas stove, this is a really handy little shield that goes around the cooker that prevents the wind. And you can see it packs, and it's super light. It doesn't weigh anything. And it fits really good in these top boxes. I'll put a link to the one. I got this one on Amazon. It was like $10. It wasn't very much at all. And it packs down super small and works really good. I've used it on 2 trips now, and it's worth every penny. Not only in saving in gas, but also in the amount of time it takes to heat up the water for tea and stuff. So hopefully that was interesting. That's kind of the everything I take on a trip, you know, barring some extra batteries and a little charger and things like that. And the only difference then is if I go on a longer trip, I'll carry probably more of the freeze-dried food and some extra clothes. But that is it. So happy trails out there. Now you know what's in the boxes. So when you see these ADV motorcycles go by you and you see these side cases, maybe they've got the same stuff. If you've seen some good videos of how people pack their boxes, I know people get really cool accessory kits for the top and all these fancy different types of bags. Out here in California, you know, our weather's pretty good. And even when I've ridden in rain, I haven't got a lot of water in my boxes, and pretty much everything that I have in here, like my clothes and my sleeping bag, they're all in waterproof bags anyway, waterproof sealable bags. So, you know, I haven't had to have any problems with that. So happy trails, and I'll see you down the trail. Bye.